Well, baby dolls. Market cap, always a hot topic in crypto because of the valuations and what they imply. Are market caps real? Are they fake? Do we take them into account? A lot of people are always fighting about it. I will tell you a resounding, absolutely, yes, they matter. Do not listen to anybody who says they don't matter at all. I'm now going to have to change the words from people misunderstanding. That's what I used to say. Now I'm actually going to use a different word. It is predatory, okay? Do you know you are a predator if you tell people this? You remember the movie The Predator? Yes, okay. They're coming to eat the humans. We are a human. Some of us are squirrels. You got to be careful. Saying market cap doesn't matter. It is a bullish, euphoric, top signal, founder, CEO type of talk. It's to get you to keep holding. Okay? Yes, it does matter. I'm going to show you right now. Okay, of course it matters. Yeah, you got to look at everything, but we're going to go through it, okay? So, often we're going to hear people will say, market cap doesn't matter. You always hear people say that. But what they actually mean is to say this. They're not actually meant to say market cap doesn't matter. What they're meant to say is, I can fool you with a fake market cap trick. That's what they're saying, okay? So it's a very short and concise talking point. This is not the right way to approach it, okay? It is to say, for example, let's say you had a young child. Let's say he's now 17. Maybe you got a son. He gets a message from a girl. She says, I love you, okay? It's to say, Dad, yeah, of course, the I love you message, it can be faked. She can be AI. She can be playing a trick with her friends. She can be doing that, yeah. But are you then going to tell your son or your daughter, you know, someone just said that they love you. Okay, just ignore it. It's fake. It's fake. Everything's fake. You can't say that, man. Of course they matter. These things matter. We don't make all our decisions off one data point, but of course they matter. Okay, this goes to every aspect of life. So just because it can be faked doesn't mean we throw it all out. Okay, and I'll use another example here. If I can parachute out of a plane and land safely and you're watching me like, whoa, what's happening here? It does not mean gravity is suddenly irrelevant. If you see somebody floating around in the International Space Station, right, you don't say, oh, well, say I can fool you with gravity. Yes, you can fool someone. But how often are people fooling when it comes to these? And how hard is it to fool? You can't think of it like, well, I'm just going to throw everything out. You got to think about it like this. You say, well, if I had 1,000 shots, there are 1,000 timelines that we're going to go through this. How many times would I have been fooled? That's where you got to think about a number. Let's think about it in crypto, friends. Let's use another number in crypto. This year you're going to buy 100 altcoins because you think their market cap's cheap, right? Or it's high or whatever. How many times do you think you'd get fooled? Probably 10? Probably 5? Does that mean, okay, the other 90, 95, they get thrown out? No. It just means when you think you're getting fooled, you go do a bit more investigation. It doesn't mean throw out the whole number. Yes, it's irrelevant. Of course it's irrelevant. What do you mean it's not irrelevant? Of course. I'm going to show you why. A lot of people, you don't understand, but that's why you like, subscribe, press the bell button. I appreciate every single one of you. I'm here to teach you what this actually means. Because we can dig deeper. In truth, the real market cap, the real one, okay? So you remove the fudge, you remove the fake coins, you remove the treasury, you remove whatever you can. You have to filter as best as you can. There are no 100% right answers. Just like how we go to a balance sheet of a company, they can fool you with stuff, okay? Yeah, they can. I don't know if you guys know, companies do dodgy stuff where they move stuff through different time periods. They'll move their depreciation numbers out. What they'll do is they'll hoard inventory and then they'll sell it in the next quarter to make it look like they made a lot of profit. But really all they were doing was they were smoothing out their profit. They haven't made a lot. So you might see like, oh wow, they made plus 12% sales. No, they didn't. They just hoarded the inventory and they sold at a discount to get rid of stuff. Okay? Really, they're still on the mean. Okay, I'm going to show you this. This is how companies do this, friends. Even companies. So yes, if this is the average of the sales, what the companies will do is, yes, they can print a fake number just to try get the market to, they can do things like this. Okay, does that mean, okay, throw out every balance sheet? never look at a company's balance sheet, never look at their cash flow, never look at any of it. No, it does not mean that. How dare anybody try to tell you, my baby dolls, that it doesn't matter? Of course it matters. Yes, cash flow of a company can be faked. Doesn't mean don't think about it, don't look about it. No, it doesn't, okay? So don't fall victim to this. You will fall victim, okay? I'll tell you right now. So we're going to go through this. That's why you listen to me. I'm here to teach you the truth. The real truth, friends. 'Cause I'm here like you. We think I didn't get bitch slapped? I got bitch slapped too, friends. And they stepped on my throat. These influencers are not our friends. I'm your friend. Okay? So yes, market cap matters. Why? We're going to go through this slowly, okay? What is market cap, okay? This is my definition. I'll tell you how to think about it. It is the collective, agreed mindset by the network deciding how much value they choose to store in that asset. Okay, once again, collective, agreed mindset. Not one person, collective, agreed, okay? I'm going to tell you something. You know Warren Buffett? Warren Buffett, okay? When his teachings, he says, when you buy a stock, don't think about buying a stock. You're not buying a ticker. Don't think about this. He says, you're buying a piece of the business. So yes, he says, when you buy a stock and it's $1, okay, you didn't buy the stock. You bought the market cap of the stock. So what he says is, he says, instead of imagining yourself to buy the stock for $1, imagine you were buying the whole company. So maybe the company is worth $100 million, okay? So you didn't buy a $1 stock. You bought a 100 million valuation company. That's when the buying side is spoken about, okay? Have you noticed though? I was always wondering, why is it I can never find anybody to talk about the selling part? It's because it's not so easy. It's because it's very hard. You know why, friends? Because you're trying to forecast the future number of people. And any slight change can be very sensitive to how high or low it goes. But even Warren Buffett, he doesn't talk about the future. He always says, you sell when the fundamentals have changed. That's when you sell. So that doesn't help us. So I decided to go on my own pilgrimage, my own journey to show you, here we are. This is me and you, the Peppy, okay? I can be the donkey, you can be the Peppy, all right, friends? Because I love and respect you, okay? We are on our journey trying to climb, okay? And I'm wondering, where the hell is the sell part? You tell us the buy part, what do we do next? Well, it's not so easy. So we have to invent them. We've got to make them. Some people run away. They're looking for TA and influencers, all these others. I go, well, they're not good enough because they're obviously just going to grift us because at the tops, they're going to tell us to be too bullish anyway. They're never going to tell you to sell the top or even that it's starting to get risky. They're not even going to, these people, friends, they're not even going to tell us trim off 5%, trim off 10%. They're not even going to tell it. The crowd doesn't even want to hear it. They'll get drowned out. I already know this. That's why I might be more silent than you think when it's time to sell. Okay, I'm not going to be here forever. So when it comes to this pilgrimage, I'm like, okay, how can I think about when is something too expensive? Well, I have the answer here, okay? Market cap. When to sell? Imagine it was just one person. Would they exit? That's all you're going to think about. If it was just one person, would they exit in that coin? That's how you have to think about it. Do you see how when we're buying the company, you're thinking about, okay, if you were just one person buying the whole company, and now when it comes to selling, you have to use Warren Buffett's principles. This is why I've converted Warren's principles for crypto so we get a competitive edge over everybody else. This is how we have to think about it. Okay, what's the real market cap? You might say, okay, it's 30 billion. We go, okay, if one person stored value of 30 billion in whatever coin it is, would they feel comfortable doing that? And most likely the answer is no. When we're talking about altcoins and the top of the bull market. Why? Because you might say, well, why would they feel comfortable storing 30 billion if a bear market comes and people are going to question Bitcoin storing 300 billion? Why? You know, of course they're going to feel more uncomfortable. They're going to be willing to get out faster. Now it makes sense, right? It's starting to make sense. You got to think about it. One person exiting. Now, let's continue. So we can see now it's all about you imagining one person, okay? You don't have 100,000 people in a house. You've got one person in the house. And you say, wait a minute, total value stored here is 30 billion. Would you exit. See, this is why it's important, friends. If you go and ask all these people in the house, okay? If you go and ask them, if you had a house, right? Literally, you had a house here. This is what's going to happen, okay? During the bull market top, you go and ask anybody, I promise you, they're going to give you 4 million reasons why you shouldn't sell. They're going to say, we're just getting started. The biggest wallets don't have to sell because they're already rich. We're undervalued. We still got another 2 to 3x to go. We haven't even done a 100x yet. That's exactly what they're all going to be saying. How do I know that? I've been in every single cycle. I see the tops. I went back. I read all the articles. I went and watched the influencers. I watched their videos at the timing at the top and the bottoms. I know exactly what they say. I went and checked YouTube and Reddit comments, friends. I went and did all this research for you. And let me tell you one thing. They're all going to get trapped again. Even though the cycles are clearly diminishing and everyone's got targets higher and higher because they are not aggressive enough. They are only increasing their bags each cycle by like 2x, when really they should be increasing their bags by like a 20x, okay? Or maybe that's too aggressive, a 10x, okay? That's how everybody gets scared. So in the last cycle, if they had 10 grand, now they only put in 20. But really, they should have 100 if they really want to beat the crowd, because it always underwhelms. Okay, so this is why you got to get ahead of the crowd, and the market caps, they don't need to go as high as you think they need to go for people to realize, I think I'm happy right now with how much value this is stored. I'm going to start getting out. Of course, market cap, it's not the only metric. No one ever claimed that. No one said that. I also said valuations, right? You also have a function of the number of unique nodes, the users, okay? And the bid-ask liquidity. It is a function of that, of how much you can deviate from euphoria to depression, of course. Market cap is about the collective mindset. It's everybody in the house. So that's why I use this example. If you see someone parachute out of a building, parachute off a plane, are you going to dare to jump off a building without one, right? No, you're not. No, you're not. What if I said to you, market cap, parachutes don't matter. Look, this person survived. Look, that person survived. Gravity doesn't matter. Gravity doesn't matter, you know? Crazy. It's crazy. But this is what happens, man. The crowd doesn't, you don't even want to believe this. So I'm not here to judge. If you notice, friends, my tone, I'm here to educate you, to help you. I'm not here to tell you that they're wrong or they're right. I'm just telling you, no amount of rational thinking is going to fix any of the problems, right, of danger when it comes to the very top, okay? I already know, friends. The Wall Street cheat sheet already tells us right here. Euphoria. People don't know what euphoria. Illicit substances are going through your brains. The serotonin, dopamine, everything is going absolutely wild. There is nothing, any amount of words can be said to flip the switch. Nothing. The only thing that'll flip the switch is the price going down. You can't listen to people up here. They are irrational. Just like how in the depression, why I'm still bullish right now. You know, I'm very, very bullish and optimistic. I can't listen to people saying, the interest rates and world recession and everything's going to explode. They're irrational, okay? They're thinking about price down, okay? Price goes up, they have a different mood. So we can continue, okay? Just because we can fake a few things does not mean it's wise to then throw out the book, all right? You know this now. You've learned. Crypto valuations are capped by the growth of users to be onboarded. Yes, it's true, all right? So look at this. The real market cap, it can always go very high because crypto's access, it's international and it's worldwide, but it doesn't mean it's irrelevant. So it doesn't mean it's irrelevant. It can go higher. So yes, there are a lot of poopy heads that will say, well, you know, the market cap, you're too high. Who cares? It's not high enough. Okay. They don't even know what high is or what low is. When they mean it's high, they don't know what they're looking at, okay? It makes absolutely no sense. You shouldn't even take it seriously. It's just a random talking point that the crowd says at different parts of time to justify that they're not in. And don't forget, okay, so this can be a double-edged sword. This final part, friends. The real market cap, it can go very high. Remember, crypto access, international and worldwide. Let me show you why that can be a danger. Bitcoin had about 100 million people at the Bitcoin top in 2021. But you would think that this is going to continue to accelerate if you listen to everybody, because every single Bitcoin Maxi, every single Bitcoin, maybe Bitcoin Magazine, the Bitcoin YouTube channels, or the conferences, they were talking about 1 billion people. Okay, 1 billion people. They're saying we need to save 1 billion. Look how fast we're growing. We started with one person, Satoshi in the network, then 10, 100 million, 10 million. Now we're at 100 million people. They say it to you like it's obviously happening. Like they won't even discuss that it won't happen, friends. This is why it's hard to actually read the crowd when you yourself are intoxicated. That's why we got to plan ahead. They're talking about 1 billion people because they've just hit 100 million. And of course, they're saying we went from 5,000 and 10,000, 100 million. You think we can't just do another 2 to 3 more X? We're obviously growing to 1 billion people, and they have the game theory and the macroeconomics. And what makes things even more vicious was you had infinite QE, you had 0% interest rates, and you had $16 trillion in negative yielding bonds. Yet still, Bitcoin stopped at 100 million people. If only you had a friend out there to tell you that, you know what? I think it ain't as good as they want it to be. Of course, you did have people telling us that. You did. But what I've noticed is, God bless them, every single person, influencer, YouTube channel that tried to warn everyone about the top, they were either one, perma bears, or two, they had a vested interest somewhere. So they didn't save you from what was coming next. They tried to save you, but they didn't. All right, this is what I've noticed. Different names, different coins, different communities, I specifically remember, okay? They either got too long, too bullish, or they're like made exceptions for their own coins. So no one's perfect, friends. No one's perfect, okay? We're not here to judge, just here to learn, to show you, yes, you come across market cap, just because it can be fake doesn't mean we don't throw it out. Because at the end of the day, it's all about guessing how many future users are coming. That's it. So we're guessing, and it's happening in the future. So we're always in a tough spot. That's why if we take a very long-term view, friends, we take a very long-term view, you know the waters are sweet. You don't have to worry about the nodes going up or down lately, recently, something's going to happen. You don't have to worry about that. All we think about is we are here for the long-term game. Never bet against humans making the world friendlier, smarter, more efficient, and better. Tell mom and dad we're still going to make it. Share with your friends and family. I'm going to catch you in the next one.